Hello, everybody. This is the Shadows, aka Javier Jr., and I want to give you guys an announcement that I will be no longer playing being an SCP or guard because I'm gonna expose this game for the most stupidest reasons why I got banned. So I'm gonna tell you before I get into it. So the reason why I got banned for the most stupidest reasons is because one, you remember those days when I started recording the videos like Javier Jr. and the Shadows gameplay? I was literally using the flamethrower through the wall and everybody else was doing it, right? I guess the moderators were so, I don't know if they were jealous or mad about it, but I guess I was using my strategy again, like back in those days when those games been an SCP or guard made those updates a month ago, right? And I was playing those games, right? I guess being an SCP or guard moderators were being stupid because I literally was playing fair and square, but I guess they want to call it fair and square. They call it like quote a bug abusing or glitch, which technically a glitch, but like my question is why did you ban me and not the not the campers, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you detailedly. Now we're getting to the point. So this is part two, and I'm gonna tell you the full story why I got banned for the most stupidest reasons, and I've been doing this for like a month with everybody else that was playing being an SCP or guard. So I'll tell you the story. The reason why I got banned for the most stupidest reasons is because I got banned for 2 days straight. Then I get banned fully up temporary because of the most stupidest reasons. I mean, if you were gonna ban me for 2 days, I would understand and not do it again. But you banning me for temporary is making me not want to play your game no more. And I'm gonna tell everybody not to play this game anymore because I was supporting your game, and now your game is not gonna really be fun anymore because this is a downfall now. But anyways, I don't really care. I'm just gonna tell you the story. So the reason why I got banned for the most stupidest reasons is because one, I had a flamethrower, right? I was literally trying to get my flamethrower because I was using my minigun. There was like full of campers of SCPs, right? They were 049 and 049-2, which is the SCP zombies, right? There was like what 10 or 8 of them over there, and there were 096 and SCP 966. Remember that? They were literally camping, and I shouldn't recorded it, but sadly I didn't because I was just trying to have my good move or my good time, and I get banned for the most stupidest reasons. Then I'm gonna tell you the reason, and I'm being honest and truthful. Like I was saying, the SCPs, right, that were in there, right? 049 O dash 049 2 O dash 2, which is all the SCPs of the zombies of 049, which is his control, right? And 096 and SCP 966, they were literally camping up checkpoint, which everybody hates when everybody has a camp area and you literally have what 10,000 health by pure SCPs. And I get banned for the most stupidest reason for smart strategy that I have a genius mind. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because, yes, it is true what I said. I did get banned for shooting a flamethrower through the wall, but I was using that as a strategy because those guys were literally camping there for a few minutes or a few seconds playing unfairly for other players that literally has 100 HP and the SCPs have over what 10,000 health or maybe upper health. And the really sad part, I don't really want to say it, but I'm gonna say it today, is that this game that I've been supporting for what, 2 months ago, and they literally banned me for that stupid reason. You know what I mean? and it pisses me off because one, I get that it was a glitch and shit, but at least give me like a ban or like a warning not to do it, you know what I mean? But I guess you want to ban me temporary for the most stupidest reasons, then I guess I'll have to expose your game then. You know what I mean? And I know I'm not trying to be like a hater or anything. I'm just being honest about this game. And you know, I've been supporting this game for 2 months, and to all my subscribers and everybody else, you guys can literally go check it out. I literally have it on my playlist. If you go to my playlist, it should say the Shadows gameplay for talking or no talking and gameplay, and it should be on the top saying Javier Jr. playing on being an SCP or God part 7, and it literally has like old numbers. I made like what 1 to 7 videos, and you guys can literally go check it out. I'm not lying, I'm being honest about it. And you guys can literally check it out. But now the stupid reasons is that now I got banned for what? 2 days, and now temporary for the most stupidest reasons, for using my own strategy, because there's what, like 8 or there was 8 to 10 SCPs camping there, and I got banned for that. You know what I mean? That's so stupid. And another thing is that I'm going to show you the evidence why I got banned. And subscribers and anybody else that's watching this, grab your popcorn or whatever you're gonna have, because I'm gonna expose this game thoroughly. You know what I mean? And this is the reason. Is that one, they said that I've been kicked it by the experience, by the moderators maters. Is that I'm temporary banned for bug abusing and damaging SCPs through the walls with a flamethrower. Now, my question is, nobody told me or anybody, and I didn't get banned for 2 months ago when I was playing the being an SCP or guard. Remember that, guys? Remember I got the flamethrower and I was shooting SCPs through walls and everybody else? I literally was doing that too. You know that? And I know a couple of my subscribers, aka the OGs, and a couple of people that seen the videos that I was literally playing. But now you gotta ban me for that? Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm sorry if I had to say it, but I'm being real honest with the game. Because I remember before, it was loud and chaotic, and I was supporting your full game. But now, I feel like I regret making the recordings of these games. And I'm not gonna really get mad about the ban part. It is what it is. I don't really care about the game part. But bug abusing and glitch abusing, whatever the fuck it is. First place. Yeah, that was bug abusing, but another thing is that bug abusing is not really a big deal unless you fix the flamethrower, you know what I mean? And a real question for the owner of the game of being an SCP or guard is, the real question is, why the fuck did you even added a flamethrower in the first place if you know people like me and a couple others are gonna use strategy with my big brain and shoot a flamethrower through the wall that literally will kill 10,000s of SCPs with their 10,000 HP? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell my subscribers that, and everybody else that. Why the fuck did anybody do that? You know what I mean? Like, I get banned for 2 days and now I'm temporarily banned for that. You know what I mean? And to be real, to my subscribers and everybody else, is that, do you all remember a couple of you, a couple of people that were playing with the game with me, and some of you guys saw them use the flamethrower through the wall, and I'm not the only one that's doing it? Exactly. And I got a real question for my subscribers, aka the OGs and everybody else. My question is that, I got banned for 2 days for using my smart strategy because there was what, like 10 SCPs. The other one had what, 9,000 health. The other one had 8,000. The other one had 7,000 of health, and I had 100 HP. And there was a group of what, 8 or 10 of 049 zombies, SCPs, and I get banned for using my smart strategy of shooting a flamethrower through the wall, and you call that bug glitch, which, yeah, it is technically bug glitch. But my question is, why haven't you not fixed the flamethrower? You know what I mean? Or fix the walls that won't go through the flamethrower. You know what I mean? That is the stupidest reasons. But you know what? I'm not gonna get really mad about it. But I do have a question for my subscribers, aka the OGs and everybody else. Now answer this real question for me. Is that, why the fuck did the owner have a flamethrower in the first place, right? If you know people like myself and a couple other people that are really smart but not stupid, will obviously you find ways to do bug glitches, or glitches that people know that some of those guns can actually shoot and function through the walls, instead of thick glass or thick walls that could literally, what's it called, block the flaming and stuff. You know what I mean? But I guess they want to ban me for that stupid reason. And I'm not gonna really get into it or get mad about it, because it is what it is. But another thing I also want to say something to the owner is that, I was supporting your game and you were my favorite game, but now what happened is now my least favorite game today. And I'll be real, and I'm gonna tell my subscribers, there is a little rabbit hole of being an SCP or guard, and I'm gonna expose this game too. And I'm gonna tell everybody about this game. Is that, do not play this game anymore, because one, I would no longer be recording this session no more. But it is up to you, because you guys can literally play this game a lot. I don't really care. But just be careful with this, guys, is that if any of you guys are using flamethrower and you guys are shooting through a flamethrower through the wall with groups of SCPs, I guess a moderator is just going to be banning you permanently or temporary for the most stupidest reasons. You know what I mean? And if you were gonna ban me, at least give me like a warning. Don't temporarily just ban me, because if you just do that, it's just not gonna make the game fun anymore. You know what I mean? And I could actually listen to the ban. I mean, I listen to some games and I actually listen if I get banned. But now you banning me temporary just not make the game more funner. It just looks like a little rabbit hole to me. But I do know there is a dark side of being an SCP or guard, and I never want to tell anybody this, but I will tell them now. Is that being an SCP and guard also has a really little dark rabbit hole, and I'm gonna expose it why. Is because one, being an SCP and guard before, when 2 months ago, on like what, 3 days ago or weeks ago, when I was playing the SCP or guard, there was so much exploiter, so much admins abusing their gameplay, making everybody have a hard time playing the game. And I was supporting the gameplay until the gameplay was so much of admin abusers, a couple, what's it called, exploiters, making the game unfun and unplayable, to the point I didn't want to expose the game, but I feel like I should today. And I'm not even lying, I did saw a couple exploiters, and my friends in Discord saw it too, and you could even ask them in a phone call, and I could show them in a future video, so you guys can actually see an understanding video, and you can understand why there's so much rabbit holes. And I also want to tell you a little dark secret about being an SCP or a guard, is that they were hiding something really deep. Even if people don't see it, I feel like the game is like I feel like the game has something like negative. And some of you guys are gonna be like, negative? What do you mean negative? Well, I'm gonna tell you the reason. Is because one, being an SCP and guard was fun and shit. Yes, it was chaotic. Best game I recommend, but not anymore because what happened is that the game before, and I know everybody knows this, is that the game before was so fun, everything was so cool and all that shit until the new update where they had a new map and all that shit. It was cool and shit until the most stupid reasons is that I get banned for temporary for the most stupidest thing for using my smart strategy. It makes the game unplayable. And it is unfair for the SCPs, but it is unfair to me and to all the players because we have like 100 HP and the SCPs have what, over 10,000s or more thousands of HP, and it takes so much bullets to take them down with a lots of people. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna really get mad about it because it is what it is. I'm not gonna really focus on the band part. All I'm gonna say is that if anybody has like a flamethrower or shooting through a flamethrower through the walls of killing thousands of SCPs or maybe like 10 or more, just be careful because I guess the moderators, aka the admins, would just obviously ban you for the most stupidest strategy reasons. And I was actually playing smart and holding the team, but I guess the game wants to make it unfunnable, which it is what it is. So I'm not gonna really focus to that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say for today's video. And just to give to all my subscribers, aka the OGs, and some updates. If you guys ever see anything weird or anything off about being an SCP or guard, please send me a comment section below and anything because I will find a rabbit hole of the game because I do know there was a little dark rabbit hole and I did remember that day. But I guess I did forgot about it, but I do know I seen it and a couple other people seen it. So yeah, I'm just being real honest, being truthful, and being truthful with my word. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say for today's video. I'm not gonna really get mad about being an SCP or guard because it is what it is. I'm just freaking disappointed or a little upset because I've been playing your game and supporting your game for like 2 months and something, but I guess you wanna just ban me temporary, then I guess I'm not gonna play this game anymore and not make any videos of this anymore. And to my subscribers, aka the OGs and everybody else, is that I just truly apologize for all that commotion and all that shit. I was just disappointed and pissed off because my question is that why the fucking being an SCP or guard has a flamethrower if people like myself and some other people are gonna use strategy like me, like genius smart ass strategy, shooting a flamethrower through the wall, taking down thousands of SCPs, and then we get banned for the most stupidest reasons. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna really get mad about this, but if anybody else is curious of playing the game and actually checking out by themselves, you can, but I recommend you don't do it because I don't want you guys to get banned from the game. So I just recommend you guys just keep it to yourself unless you want to make a second account or a private account and just check it out for yourself until you realize what I'm talking about. Then you understand the meaning why I don't play this game anymore. So yeah, the only games I'm gonna be playing the most in Roblox is mainly being Anomaly or Guard or what's it called, Monsters versus Guards, because those games are probably the most best games ever than being an SCP or Guard. And I'm gonna be honest, period. And I'm sorry if I'm not talking much, it's because I'm feeling a little sick today. But I just wanted to give you guys, to all my subscribers, aka the OGs and everybody else, like a huge conversation and a serious update what happened. So yeah, I'm not gonna be no longer playing being an SCP or guard because I guess the game doesn't not make sense. And yes, I did read the rules, but they didn't tell us specifically, and I guess I got banned for that stupid reason. So yeah, just to give you guys update and all that stuff. And if anybody wants any information by me or anything else, I would love to tell you the full story, which I already did. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. And if anybody else, like the Shadows family or the T.S.S communities, or what's it called, the Shadow, wait, no, my subscribers, aka the OGs, and everybody else that's watching this, if anybody is curious about why did I get stupidly banned for the most stupidest reasons, I don't know. Just ask the owner or ask one of the admins. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna really focus too much on that because I don't really care. It's literally a kid's game. The only thing I'm just gonna say is I'm gonna play maybe other games, or maybe future, maybe play Delta Forces. Who knows though? Actually, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I should play Delta Forces. Sounds like a good game. I don't know. I'll think about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say for today's video. So yeah, God bless to all my subscribers. God bless to everyone that's watching this. And the only thing I'm gonna say to the owner of the game of being an SCP or guard is maybe try to, no disrespect, but maybe try to fix your game, dog. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, the flamethrower needs to be fixed, but no disrespect though. You gotta fix your game, dog, to make the game accurate instead of, people just using the flamethrower for the stupid reasons. Like me, that was being, like me being real smart of using my strategy, and I get banned for the most stupidest reasons. You know what I mean? And I was gonna be real nice with you, the owner of being an SCP or God. I was gonna keep it to myself, but now you temporarily banned me. I guess I'm not gonna really be nice anymore. So yeah, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And I'm gonna be honest of your game. Your gameplay was a 10, now to a 0, which means it's no longer my favorite. And the other gameplays that they've been copyrighted by being an SCP or guard, but called Anomaly or Guard, or Monsters versus Guard. Monsters to Guard is 8 to 8.5 out of 10. Anomaly and Guard, because it's most likely chaotic and funny, is either 9.5 or 8.5, just to give you guys an update. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, and that's my real honesty. And that's pretty much all I gotta say before, like I was saying. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. God bless to my subscribers again, aka the OGs, the T.S.S communities, and the DS communities, and everybody else that's watching this, and my friends and family. And I hope you guys have the greatest things in your life. And yeah, peace.